Wukong's strike rang true, but he'd not so easily overwhelmed.
I like the way they like. Okay, first off, I like the way how they like, how they basically narrate this like it's you know, like an actual, like it's some folk tale or whatever. It's pretty cool. Oh shit.
I am Hercules!
Jesus! Oh shit!
Blackcrosses, 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 crosses, Blackcrosses, team nauseous, team nauseous.
I ain't gonna lie to you, this one, I don't know if this one's gonna hit the same because I barely know anything about any of these two people. But I'm here to learn, so it's cool.
Episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp.
I'm here to learn.
With burnout.
That's all that matters is learning.
The irritability
Because
without
learning.
even knowing it. And it doesn't have to just
It's
be
half the battle.
work-related. It can be from anything in our lives.
BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you to prioritize yourself.
I'm serious?
Talking with someone can help you figure
I
out what's
think
causing
from
stress
the-
in your life.
I think
It
it's
can
from
also feel great to
the
let that weight off your chest.
Marvel Comics,
A
I
weight
think,
you
right?
might not even have known was there for weeks.
That's my
months,
assumption,
maybe
no.
years.
And talking to a professional can give you a better perspective on your life and how to go forward with a healthier mindset. Good for you. And
or is it
others
Greek
around
mythology? I don't know.
BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video.
All right, no more.
Better
Stop it. Long ass ad.
Hercules, the god of strength.
Sun Wukong, the Monkey King.
Myth has many heroes.
The what king? No, I'm kidding. Let me stop. Greece versus
Overcome their past
Africa.
to become
Yo, Zeno, chill.
legendary.
And maybe inspire some comics and anime to boot. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
He's the man, the myth, the legend. He's Hercules.
Stories of Hercules exist in many iterations, but we'll examine the earliest known accounts, the legend of Heracles.
No Disney Zero to Hero, just the classic Greek myth. And like most ancient Greek stories, it began with Zeus being a total creep.
The god of thunder did his
Whoa!
princess by disguising himself as her husband,
Oh, what the hell, man.
and thus a demigod was born, who was named Alcaeus.
But Hera was pretty pissed Zeus had cheated on her yet again, so Alcaeus' human parents renamed him in her honor.
Let's see. Hercules, Greek god of strength. He's 6'2", birthday November 10th. I think it's a Scorpio gang. Born, look here, I'm gonna butcher this name a little bit. Alcaeus, Al-Qaeda. So it's Alchemine. I don't know. Founder of the Olympic Games. One of the Argonauts. Father of 51 children. Okay. Wait. 51 children? What the fuck? Al Qaeda? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say that. Yo, this nigga was going crazy. How you got 51 kids, bro? Not every she found, goddamn.
Heracles means glory to Hera. Too bad she had already made up her mind though, and that kid was gonna pay.
The child would need some way to survive Hera's wrath, so the goddess of heroes carried out a plan that was, frankly, insane. Athena tricked Hera into nursing the baby Heracles, and her milk gave him supernatural strength unbound, even beyond many of the gods themselves.
So strong that he hurt her and caused her to spray milk all over the place like a boob sprinkler, which
What?
in turn created the galaxy. Yep. That's why we call it the
And then
Milky
maybe they
Way.
had 11
Oh
kids.
god, I'm never
That's
eating
not
one
a
of
lot
those
for me.
candy bars
51's
again.
insane.
With his godlike power, Heracles became a
Like
fierce
11
warrior
kids?
trained by the finest instructors in all of Greece. Unfortunately, he wasn't without problems. While he was a natural at boxing, wrestling, fencing, and so much more, he struggled in the arts.
He even had a fit and accidentally killed his music teacher.
Little did Heracles know this was a sign of the tragedy to come. Many years later, as his name began to be synonymous with the term hero, he murdered his wife, Princess Megara, and their sons.
Yeah, Hera had magically
What?
driven him into a kill frenzy rage, But that didn't excuse it for Herc. His guilt was there.
Desperate to atone, he sought guidance from the Oracle of Delphi and learned his path to redemption. He would submit himself to King Eurystheus and perform for him 10 grueling labors.
The guy was a D-bag, but Herc did what he had to.
19.
And through his
Nigga,
struggle,
5 kids
built
and you're
a
19,
killer
bro.
arsenal.
For his first labor, he was tasked
What's
with
his work
slaying a
limit to?
lion whose hide could not be pierced by any blade.
So Herc just beat the lion to death with his bare hands and took the pelt as armor for himself.
He defeated a flock of metal, man-eating birds with cortalas so loud no living thing could bear the noise. He battled a multi-headed hydra, cauterizing its
Let's see. Boundless strength, not absolute invulnerability, superhuman speed, arrows coated in hydra blood, bronze crotalas, golden falcon, war club, the Nemean lion's pelts, armor that no blade can pierce.
necks after each decapitation
Damn.
so the heads would not grow back.
A lot of sliced off heads meant a lot of blood spilled, and hydra blood is extra poisonous. Even
Lord.
gods fear it. So Herc dipped his arrows in the stuff for later
Lord.
use, like when he used them to take out centaurs, titans, and even the sun.
Sort of. The details of the Smith differ, but in some versions, Heracles was so fed up with the desert heat, he fired an arrow at the sun, the
Come on,
physical
Parallax, how you
embodiment
doing?
of the god
It's good, bro.
Helios.
I guess that's one way to cool off. Take that, global warming.
To reach the sun, his arrow would have to fly 90 times faster than light. The maximum draw weight of a typical recurve bow is about 40 pounds, shooting an arrow 300 feet per second. Shooting one faster than light would require strength incomprehensible to mortals such as us.
Anyway, Herc completed his labors, but the king was a sore loser and axed 2 of them for cheating, because Herc was a lot more clever than he expected.
Heracles received 2 more tasks, one of which required he retrieve the golden apples of Hesperides, which ironically originally belonged to Hera. As part of his plan, Heracles would temporarily take on the role of the Titan Atlas, as bearer of the heavens.
That sounds exhausting.
More than you think,
Damn.
Domi. While modern art often portrays Atlas carrying a globe, the Greeks perceived his burden as a celestial sphere. This would mean Heracles supported the weight of not just the Earth, but the whole universe.
Like, I'm holding up this entire show.
The common view of the time was that the universe was endless. Even chaos, the primordial origin of everything, was boundless. Meaning, Heracles held up the weight of conceptual infinity.
Luckily, Herc's got one hell of a
What?
drive to persevere and to make a
Oh, wait, I hear that again. He held up the what?
Of everything was boundless. Meaning, Heracles held up the weight of conceptual infinity.
Luckily, Herc's got one hell of a
So this nigga, he was just holding infinite weight by. Good lord, bro. Chad, let me ask you a question. Are y'all squaring up with Hercules? You'll beat that nigga's ass, and you'd win. He's still a white boy. What the fuck? Oh my god, Chad, look. Yo, that's tough. Antaeus lost a fight to Hercules. That's crazy. That's crazy. We're roasting him the next time he helps in chat. We're roasting him.
drive to persevere and to make amends. Like when he met King Admetus, he got to party it up and was too drunk to realize the king was in a really bad state because his wife had just died.
Reminds me of someone.
Can't imagine who. Well, Herc felt bad, so he decided to make it up to his bro by literally beating up the god of death until he returned Admetus' wife. And that's true best friend material. Whiz.
what?
Heracles frequently surprised others with his wit, particularly with finding solutions hidden in plain sight. For example, when he wrestled Antaeus, a giant who was invincible so long as his feet were on the ground, Heracles simply picked him up and strangled him in the air.
Even
That's
Giant,
crazy,
the god of
Tess.
death, couldn't end his story. Instead,
That's
he was tricked
crazy.
into putting on a shirt covered in that Hydra blood, and it totally screwed him up. What a BS way to go.
Yet also a testament to how a contest of
He
power
was
could not
naked.
defeat him. Racked with unbearable pain and burning at a pyre, Heracles called to the deities who had watched his story unfold. And so, as his mortal form returned to ash, Heracles ascended to Mount Olympus.
Where he was welcomed as the god of strength. Even Hera lightened up.
His life may have been one of strife and struggle, but on that day, all the world was left in awe of the legend of Heracles.
That's tough.
There once was a mighty monkey warrior, born of a
Wukong not
mystic
fighting
stone
him.
from the energy of the sun and moon.
You know, I was bro, I remember I was watching this one video on Twitter. Actually, no, it was it was a post on Twitter, and this tweet said, "You ever want to get out of a fight? Just take off your clothes. The person who's fighting you, like, no one's gonna fight someone who's naked, whatever." And then I see a video right under it, and it's like it was a video of I think it was some boy fighting his sister or cousin, some shit. Oh, actually, no. I don't know they're related or whatever. But then the kid literally just like, you know, I'm like, what the f? It was so weird. I'm like, what the f kind of video? Alright, who the f put that on Twitter, bro?
Birth, he graciously bowed to the cardinal directions and
shot lasers from his eyes. Strap in, folks. This one's a doozy.
this monkey soon befriended a band of other primates and rather narcissistic
Sun Wukong, the handsome Monkey King. 4 feet? The nigga's 4 feet tall, bro. He's 1100 years old. Great sage equaling heaven. Victorious fighting Buddha. Originally from the novel Journey to the West. First printed in 1592. Son Goku. Oh. Goku!
named himself their handsome monkey king.
But after a few centuries of monkeying about, he got a taste of the dreaded midlife crisis.
You see, the Monkey King was fierce and brave, yet he feared death. So he ventured to new lands in search of immortality.
Turns out he'd find a lot of it.
Training under the Taoist master Puti, he earned his first method of immortality and a new name. He would be the Monkey Awakened to the Void, spoken as Sun Wukong.
He also learned a bunch of magic. He can ride clouds, make thousands of clones, heal from fatal wounds like decapitation, and transform into basically anything. A bird, some vapor, a pitchfork, even an incredible fighting temple.
With his famous cloud somersault, he could traverse the world at incredibly high speed. At first, a single somersault could carry him 108,000 li, li being a traditional Chinese unit equal to about 500 meters, making one somersault move 54,000 kilometers per second. Fast enough to circle the entire Earth in one leap.
And he'd only get faster from there. Monkey would do whatever it took to prove he was the best.
Hold up, let me look at these stats real quick. 72 earthly transformations, cloud somersault, fiery golden eyes, can discern any illusion or disguise, healing and regeneration, 7 means of immortality. What? Magic, body freezing spell, fire avoidance charm, flying spell, lock breaking spell, protective circle, invisibility, water avoidance charm, various other spells. So this nigga's basically immortal or some shit? Am I reading that correctly? I don't even know if...
To the best.
When fighting the mighty deity Prince Nocha, his foe transformed into a more powerful visage with 3 heads and 6 arms.
But Sun was like, hey, I can do that too, and then did just that.
Sun Wukong eventually returned to his simian subjects, and with his newfound power, amassed a veritable army. However, he felt no weapon in their arsenal suited him.
So he barged into the Dragon King's palace and demanded he hand over a weapon worthy of a king who could match the power of heaven. Yeah, Sun was pretty full of himself, but he wound up taking a pillar originally designed to measure the depths of the ocean.
What seemed like a worthless rod to the Dragon King was actually the perfect weapon for Wukong. Weighing nearly 8 tons, the Rui Jingu Bang can
cloud stepping shoes, golden chain mail, golden headband, phoenix feather crown, Rui Jingu Bang. Oh! You know what I just realized? Bro, what's the third Hokage's name again? From Naruto? What's the third Hokage's name? Isn't that his summoning? Sarutobi, that's his last name, but yeah, bro, yeah, that's his summoning. Yeah, that remember it has like, you remember he has like the whole little, you know, the pole that can extend and shit, you know. Yeah, that's literally, yeah, that's Son Goku or Wukong.
change size at his whim. It can shrink to the size of a needle or grow long enough to pierce the heavens.
The same heavens that got pretty mad with Sun after he crossed his name out of the list
and Goku has the power pole.
Double immortal. Wait, how does that work?
And even more mad when he demanded to be formally acknowledged as the great sage equal to heaven.
Okay, we've got a headstrong goofball who quickly masters new powers and wants a fancy title. This is just shonen anime.
Now, the Monkey King may have lashed out, but it was because when he requested a place in heaven, a place he truly believed he deserved, the Jade Emperor's court reduced him to a stable boy.
Beneath all his antics, what Sun wanted most was to prove himself.
Even with all the shenanigans, the Jade Emperor remained cautious and willing to placate Wukong.
By making him the watchdog of the Garden of Immortal Peaches. He totally ate that didn't he, Wiz?
Oh yeah, Wukong got hammered, ate most of the peaches, ran around the Jade Palace in a fit, and found 5 gourds of immortality pills, which he promptly swallowed. All of them.
Okay, so
What?
that makes how many layers of immortality now?
I'd say a few hundred, thousand, if you count each individual peach and pill. When he sobered up, he knew he was in serious trouble, so naturally, he prepared for war.
Wow, that escalated quickly. What are they gonna do? Kill him? So
this
monkey
nigga
king
can't
grew
die.
Too strong for heaven. He battled all their best fighters and even matched Erlong Shan blow for blow in an epic battle of transformations. He's that guy with the third eye.
And heaven's greatest holy warrior. Yet no matter Erlong's form, Wukong always had a counter. Until Lao Zi threw in a convenient plot MacGuffin that captured the monkey. But even with Wukong in chains, heaven had a problem.
He just wouldn't die. Lightning, fire, even Lao Zi's de-immortalizing furnace just made the monkey stronger.
Now, Wukong is not invincible. He has been hurt by the scorpion demoness's poison, which could even harm the Buddha, an awakened divine being liberated from the cycle of life and death entirely. Now tell me, how painful is that?
Pain is all in the mind, and I am absent of mind. Oh God! Oh no, I was wrong. It's bad. It's really, really, really bad. Oh God, make it stop! Even after all that, Sun had one more challenger to contend with: the Buddha himself.
Buddha approached Wukong with a contest. Leap out of his hand, and he could have the Jade Emperor's throne for himself.
Having no impulse control, the monkey agreed, and in an instant somersaulted to the very edge of heaven.
But he had already lost, because Buddha
Seven
achieved
means
nirvana,
7
he
layers of
transcended
immortality.
the world, literally holding all of existence.
Like,
so
what?
Even at the edge of the universe, Wukong technically never left his hand.
For his rebellion, Sun was put in timeout, sealed under a mountain for 500 years.
But even son Wukong would find a chance at redemption. In his case, he was tasked with escorting and protecting a monk, Tansong Zong, or Tripitaka, on a journey to the west.
With additional companions, Pigsy and Sandy, the trip was a tough one, and Monkey abandoned it more than once. But through it all, he always returned to shine as
Made a hurricane which produced waves the size of mountains. Forged an alliance of demon and spirit kings. Destroyed the 5 phases mountain. Held up mountains Sumeru and Mount Emi. Leapt to the edge of heaven in an instant. Surrounded yellow when demon king storm. Prince Neza, Princess Iron Band, demon king of confusion, immortal I'm not gonna lie to you, even though Wukong is immortal, I still feel like that Hercules is probably going to win this, and that's mainly because he's literally indestructible. So I don't know. That's my assumption. I think Hercules is still winning because he's just indestructible, bro.
is the group's powerhouse, saving Tripitaka's life.
That's my assumption.
Many
Could be wrong
times.
though, but
Seriously, this guy could not stay out of trouble. It's like Wiz on a blind date.
Wukong has cracked apart mountains,
boundless strength,
slain
exactly.
hundreds of monsters, and survived the yellow wind demon storm that could destroy the universe, as in heaven, earth, the 18 layers of hell, and more.
That's cool and all, Wiz, but let's answer the real question. Can he beat Goku?
Maybe. During his journey, Wukong performed possibly his most legendary feat, holding up Mount Sumeru, which in traditional Mahayana Buddhism is a mountain supporting the infinite cosmic sky.
And Sun just hauled it around on one shoulder.
nigga, what?
Because on his other shoulder was a whole
The infinite cosmic sky.
other mountain.
After 14 years of travel, the journey was complete, and Wukong had finally accomplished a truly great deed. For this, he was given his long-awaited place among the heavens.
As the victorious fighting Buddha. Now that's gotta be an anime.
After so much time as a rebel, an outcast, and a truly unstoppable warrior, Sun Wukong had, at last, found his home.
I didn't know Wukong was this OP though.
This episode is sponsored by Babbel.
I did not know he was this
Learning
OP.
the second language
Now I'm dying to know
must
who's
be
gonna win this
us.
fight.
Language it less improved.
Yeah, skip. Yeah.
Babbel, language for life.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Our tale begins atop a great mountain where the mighty Hercules sought a gift from the gods.
Oh there. I'm in need of that apple. Relinquish it.
Sorry, I'm supposed to find my master some vegetarian food.
You'll find it elsewhere.
Oh, that's tough.
But Heracles was not so easily fooled. The Monkey King's strike rang true, but he'd not so easily overwhelmed.
I like the way they like. Okay, first off, I like the way how they like, how they basically narrate this like it's you know, like an actual, like it's some folk tale or whatever. It's pretty cool. I like that. That's clever. But this is already a good start though. Good start. Oh sh!
I am Hercules!
Jesus! What the f? What the f?
Die, demon!
Agony! Agony!
Bro, what? What the fuck?
Monkey King fell into a strange forest, in awe at such a wondrous fight. But should he mistake his fear, he might lose his head.
Jesus!
Woo! I haven't had such fun since I fought all of heaven. Change! Behold me, the immortal Monkey King!
Multiple heads. Of course.
Bang! Zoom! Watch this!
Oh shit!
You've had your fun, beast, but I've had enough!
I ain't lying, it's a good fight.
Above, the gods witnessed
It's a nice little
their
fight I got going on.
themselves, and so joined in battle. The god of strength mustered the heart of Olympus, while the great sage harnessed power equal to heaven. Thus, the Monkey King emerged victorious.
Wow, would you look at that? I struck him so hard he was reduced to nothingness.
With a formidable foe slain, stricken against the mountain's breast, so ends our great tale
That's
of
tough.
East and West.
That's tough. I'm not mad at the decision either though, because I mean the nigga is immortal though, so it's like I didn't think Hercules would fall that easily. I'm just saying, but.
KO! Talk about a Herculean matchup!
Heracles was among the greatest heroes in myth, but the great sage equal to heaven held many more advantages.
You'd think Sun might not measure up to the god of strength, strength, but he totally could. Remember, he carried Sumeru on his back, the mountain holding up the infinite celestial sky, like how Heracles held up the infinite celestial sphere.
As befitting heroes of myth, they were on par in that they were both incomprehensibly strong. However, Wukong's healing abilities meant he could bounce back from Heracles' deadliest blows, whereas Heracles did not have a similar option.
But Heracles did have one way of putting the Monkey King down. His arrows dipped in Hydra poison.
The Hydra poison threatened even the gods of Olympus, similar to the scorpion sting. Whether or not it would be fatal is questionable, but it could have incapacitated Wukong similar to how it affected Heracles himself.
But that is one very specific win condition, and we're looking at this with every possible option in mind.
With his variety of clones, transformations, and numerous other spells, Wukong's arsenal was far more versatile.
Like, there was nothing stopping him from making thousands of clones of himself and just sitting back while they beat up Herc for him. Unsportsmanlike? Sure. In character? Absolutely.
Even then, those arrows arrows would have to actually strike Wukong, which would be extremely difficult. Yes, in some depictions, Heracles could potentially shoot the son of Helios, his arrows flying 90 times the speed of light. However, in his contest with the Buddha, Wukong leapt to the edge of the universe in a single second. To do so, he had to be moving over 1.4 quintillion times faster than light.
Making him faster than Herc could ever hope to be.
Hercules held might of mythic proportions, but barring a lucky shot, Sun Wukong's versatile magic, similar strength, and absolutely absurd speed overcame this foe. Fitting for heaven's equal.
When fighting Sun Wukong, Heracles missed his chance.
The winner is the Monkey King, Sun Wukong.
That's crazy.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see who comes next. And if you can't wait, consider clicking that join button below.
Who's
to become a
next?
Death Battle
Let's
member.
see.
You'll get exclusive badges, emotes, live
Please
chats,
be a
live
W.
streams, and way more.
Boba Fett versus Predator. Oh my god. It's very, very different. I mean, I guess I like how they're going. I guess I like to see them branch out of, like, you know, anime, which is pretty cool. Nothing wrong with that, really. But, you know.